So this is part two. The company did send me a video about how to take this thing apart. Does take some brute force and actually slamming it on the ground, believe it or not. I had this a little bit of a white powder in here. I'm not sure what that's from. All the magnets seem to be in place. Here's the stator. I see some wear. Some strange wear marks on the stator. But the stator itself seems to be okay. That's where the hall wires are connected, I believe. Nothing standing proud. So there's these little wear marks. Where obviously it's been hitting something. Stator itself looks normal from what I can tell. The wires don't look overheated. The coils seem to be in good shape. Nothing's broken. So I'm gonna wipe it all down, put it back together, and I don't know, maybe it'll work. It's my big hope. I think I will get some silicone and make a gasket before I put it all back together. And then if it works, I'll probably take it back apart again and go buy some statorade and then put the statorade in it and see what happens. Alright, so that's it for now. I'll pause for a second. I want to examine the axle and make sure the axle and everything is not bent or something weird there. So I've checked the sealed bearings and they move smoothly and there's no play. There's no bend in the axle that I can see. Yeah, the stators look good. All I see is that there's wear marks on the stator, quite a bit. You can see where it was rubbing. And there's not a lot of clearance between these. I don't really see, I see some wear marks on the exterior part here. But nothing that would stop a motor from turning. Everything seems to be uniform. So I don't know what the issue was, or is maybe still, but I'm going to wipe everything down, make sure it's clean. No debris floating around. Okay, so I've got the stator back in the hub, and again, it requires a little bit of force getting it back into place. And I'm not even sure it's 100% in place right now. It does suck in a little bit, but kind of because of the batteries, so the stator will suck into the hub motor. But then I had about this much standing proud, so I had to turn it over and bend the wire. There's a little notch in the axle, you can see. And then I stood on the wheel to get the stator to go back inside to the hub all the way. Otherwise it was standing out about, I don't know, half an inch. So now I'm in the process of putting everything back together. And this table was clean, and so this debris must have come out of the hub. So maybe that's enough to hold everything back. I don't know. Kind of looks like little pieces of magnet, and there's definitely some metal shavings there. So we'll put it all back together, and then eventually I'm going to put it back on the trike, actually the Velomobile, and then we'll see what happens.